Where I camped last night. We had 4 tents and a hammock all set up here. Got down to about 19 degrees. All our shit froze again. Now it's time to get moving. Good morning, everyone. I believe today is my day 10. And I feel like a broken record, but it's cold and windy. Shocker. Let's see if I can hold this differently to make this work. Okay. So, low gap shelter yesterday, 11.5-mile day. Oh Lord, when I rolled in there, my legs felt like jello. I could not wait to get this pack off. I felt like I had been futzing with the damn thing all day long. But the good news is, I woke up this morning without any neck pain. So, a million thanks to Bill at Mountain Crossings for getting me readjusted. The only thing that's been a little bothersome is my hip belt being much higher. So I was wearing it too low. It's like right in my gut. And like this morning after eating my oatmeal, it's pushing on my stomach a little bit, let's just say. But I'd rather have that than my neck and shoulders being overly stressed. So we're pretty sure it got down to 19 degrees last night. Oh my God. I really did not think I was going to be dealing with temperatures this cold until the Smokies. But here we are. I was smart enough not to have any water freeze, so that's nice. Slow to get started this morning. Rolled out about 10:15. I woke up for the final time around 8. I went to bed around 8 last night, and I was warm. And at one point during the night, I didn't even look to see what time it was. I got too hot. Hallelujah. So I had to take all my puffy stuff off, which was weird. And I even wiggled out of the sleeping bag liner. And then at some point this morning, I started to get cool again. And I wiggled back into the liner. And then I woke up at 8. So I had a decent night's sleep for being out here and being in the freezing cold. My watch and the biometrics on my watch are like, what are you doing? My training readiness today was poor. So luckily, we're only doing 7.5 miles to the next shelter. There were all sorts of jokes this morning about going further and how I was like, nope. But that's okay. You gotta take care of yourself out here, no doubt about it. I'm hoping I'm not gonna pay for yesterday, but I feel decent this morning. Not sore. I was definitely tired. And 7.5 miles, hopefully on fairly easy terrain today, I think it won't be a big deal. So that's the story from northern Georgia, where we might hit 50 miles today on the Appalachian Trail, which would be very exciting. See you down the trail. I've been walking along this and didn't even notice. Look at the icicles. Did I mention it's cold? Here's one way to know how cold it is. The rhododendrons are all curled up. I've been walking through rhododendrons and mountain laurel for a little bit here. Almost halfway through mileage for the day, and haven't quite thawed out yet. But it's been very nice terrain so far. I'm at a warmer spot now in the sun, and look at how those leaves are reaching for the warmth. So cool. I can't wait to see these things in bloom. Made it to Chattahoochee Gap. It's cold. I stopped for lunch and got to talk to Justin and my parents, and got a little too cold, but I'm warm now and continuing onward. So I made it to Blue Mountain Shelter just a little while ago. I just got cell service, and Edward from Minnesota, thank you so much for buying me 5 pizzas. I am very touched by your generosity. Thank you very much. So I'm here for the night. You can see I'm all set up in my cozy little tent here. Definitely going to be cold tonight from everything I've heard. The boys decided to go down to Unicoi Gap and get a shuttle and get a hotel room for the night, and I totally cannot blame them. But I decided that, you know, we only have, I think, 4 days planned before we head into a hostel for a 0, and I've already taken 3 zeros in 10 days, so I'm gonna tough it out. I was toasty warm last night. Can't remember if I mentioned this in another video, but I even ended up too warm at one point and had to take all the comfy gear off, which was kind of amazing. So hopefully things go well tonight. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, so all pitched up for the night. One bummer about this site is that the water was down a hill, so we had to drag a bunch up here, and there's no water for 3 miles after this from what we can tell, so hopefully I'll be able to keep the water from freezing tonight, because otherwise that's gonna be tough. So managed 7.5 miles today, feeling okay but tired, and I think we have 8 or 8.5 planned tomorrow, and the terrain is supposed to be a little more rugged, so we'll see how it goes. See you tomorrow.